Hello everyone, welcome you all to this new video. So in my previous video, I had discussed with the concepts of multiplexers, where in that we have seen the basic definition of multiplexer, the order of multiplexer, basic block diagram, and 4:1 multiplexer, truth table, circuit diagram, and the functional table. Okay, so these are the things which I have discussed in the previous video related to the multiplexers. Okay, so that's very important. Please go and watch it. I have discussed only which is required for you guys. Okay, please go and watch it. So here is one last topic in this module which is very important related to programmable logic devices. Okay, in that we are having some of the important kinds of logic devices through which the boolean functions can be represented. Okay, how in the circuit diagrams how they can be represented, everything I'm going to be discussing in this video. So please don't skip any part of this video, it's very important. Okay, so let's get started. Programmable logic devices, PLDs, are the integrated circuits. Okay, so they contain an array of AND gates and another array of OR gates. Okay. So these are the things which these programmable logic device contain. They contain array of AND gates as well as OR gates. Okay. Why? Because those are the two fundamental gates and they are also called as the universal gates, which are essential for building of any logic devices. Okay. These two are the basic gates. Okay. So that's why they are called as universal gates and those gates are used in this PLDs. Okay. So there are three kinds of PLDs based on the type of arrays which has programmable features. Okay, the types of PLDs are: one is programmable read-only memory, that is PROM. Next is programmable array logic, that is PAL, and another one is programmable logic array. Okay, so these two are slightly similar to each other, but the functions are just opposite to each other because it says that it is one is programmable array logic and another one is programmable logic array. Okay, in array logic it would be depending on the order of the array, whereas for logic array it would be depending on the which gate we are using at that instance of time. Okay, yeah, so these were some of the fundamentals of programmable logic devices. So now you see this is the basic block diagram of PLD. It consists of some inputs. It is given through an AND array, and that AND array for further functioning it was given to the OR array, and the outputs are generated by passing through this array. Okay, yeah. Now this is the symbol for PLDs. This is the conventional symbols which is used to represent the AND array logic and OR array logic. You see here, this is for the AND array and this is for OR array and this is for the array logic. This is the conventional symbol and how the array logics are represented for these five inputs. You see here, totally there are five inputs for these two gates, right? So five inputs in terms of array could be represented like this in a single line, which is getting passing through diagonal lines, so that the intersection points would be generated, okay, with respect to horizontal and vertical lines, and those intersection points would be the number of inputs. Okay, like this the array logic symbols are represented for and OR gates. Okay, so note it down. Now here you see programmable logic devices. PLDs are standard logic devices that can be programmed to implement any combinational logic circuit. That is, programmable refers to a hardware process which is used to specify the logic that a programmable logic design implements. Okay, so the types of PLDs are divided into two categories. One is fixed array and programmable array. Okay, so fixed and programmable part would be variating the differences between that logic devices and how the arrays are to be used. Okay, whether AND array is to be used or the OR array is to be used. Okay, so with respect to that only, there are various types of PLD devices based on which array is programmable. Okay, so the device names and the type of array are listed in this table. You see here, this is the table which consists of types of PLDs. One is PROM, PLA, and PAL, and AND array and OR array column. In that, for PROM, AND array is fixed here, OR array is programmable. For PLA, AND array is programmable, OR array is also programmable. But in case of PAL, AND array is programmable, OR array is fixed. Okay. So with respect to these things, let us let us try to understand what do you mean by programmable logic array and array logic with one simple example. Okay. Yeah. Now let's get to the concept of programmable logic arrays, that is PLAs. Similar concept as in PROM, except that PLA does not necessarily generate all possible minterms. Okay, so in case of programmable logic array, the minterms possible for a particular logic circuit is not. It is not necessary that all of the minterms should be generated. Only the selected minterms which are required for that function is to be getting selected here. Okay, that is the decoder is not used in this case because the decoder would be selecting all the minterms, right? So that's why here the decoder is not used because it requires only the selected minterms which is required for a particular function. More precisely, the PLAs in PLAs, both and or arrays can be programmed simultaneously. Okay, that is in PROM, the and array is fixed and the decoder and only the or array can be programmed, right? Whereas in case of programmable logic arrays, it is mentioned that both and array and or array can be programmable. Okay, so that's why we could be using both the gates simultaneously. Okay, it's clear, right? This is meant by programmable logic array. And with one simple example, you see here how they have represented this using programmable logic array. This is very simple, guys. I'll tell you how. So they are initially in case if they ask any question, how would be they giving you? You see here like this, they would be giving you three functions. Okay, here they are given three functions. One is f of abc, g of abc, and h of abc. Okay, for that they have given the functions also, that is f is equal to a dash b dash plus abc, g is equal to a dash b dash c dash plus ab plus bc, and h is equal to c. Okay, so these three functions you need to be representing using PLA. How it could be done, you see here. PLAs can be more compact implementations than ROMs since they can benefit from minimizing the number of products required to implement a function. Okay, the basic job of the PLA is to minimize the number of products in order to simplify the equation. Okay, it would be giving you in the simplified way. First, what you need to be doing, F, G, H, whatever are the terms are there, right? Common terms which are repeated, and the functions are generated by these three terms, that is a b c, right? First, those a b c functions, you draw the diagram here along with the variable and its complement. Okay, so for a we are drawing a dash, b b dash, c c dash. Okay, like this you have drawn, right? These are the vertical lines, and now for the intersection part, from here you draw the horizontal lines. Totally you need to be drawing six and gates. Okay, we need to be drawing six and gates. Why? Because we are having six terms, right? So you see here totally we are having six terms: one, two, three, four, five, and six. So that's why with respect to how many number of terms are repeated in these three equations, that many number of gates you need to be drawing, that is and gates. Why and gates? Because all these terms are product terms, right? So that's why you should be drawing and gates. Okay, now with respect to that, you should be uh, writing the outputs based on the logic array pattern. Okay, you see here in this case for a dash b dash, which are the two inputs here? A dash b dash, right? So for from a dash you take one point and b dash you take one point and then you connect it here. Okay, so that's why you see this would be the connection for a dash b dash. Similarly for abc, for abc you see here a b c, right? It is given through this AND gate and this is ABC. Next for A dash B dash C dash, this is A dash B dash C dash, and that is given through this AND gate A dash B dash C dash. Next is AB, that is A B. Next we have BC and C. Like this the connections are made through each AND gates. Okay, after that you should be defining the functions. Which one are the functions given here? F, G, and H, right? Now what you do here, draw the line, that is you stretch the line here like this. You stretch these lines, and from these horizontal lines you need to be drawing three vertical lines for intersection. Why? Because we are having three functions, right? F, G, H. So draw three vertical lines here. One is for F. Before giving it to F, you need to be giving it through one OR gate. Why? Because the function is total function is addition, right? Because the product terms are getting added together, so that's why this is the sum of product. So that's why you need to be giving one OR gate through these functions F, G, and H. After that what you do, you see here F, which two terms are getting added, that those two terms should you should be highlighting it. First is a dash b dash and abc, right? So here a dash b dash you put one mark here, arrow mark here, put one cross mark here. For abc also put one cross mark, and like this the connection should be made for F. Similarly for G, it is A dash B dash C dash AB and BC, right? You give the connections here A dash B dash C dash AB and BC, then give it connect to this G here. Then for H of ABC, it is C only. Okay, so there is only one cross mark here and it is given to H. Like this, the structure is to be drawn for the programmable logic array for the given functions. Okay, hope this is clear how you need to be drawing it. Now, this is one more example which would be making you understand very much well. So I'll not explain this. The same thing. One more example they have given it. Okay, just pause the video and analyze it. These are the two functions mentioned here, f1 and f2. You see here, and these are the expressions here. Analyze it, and however I have explained it, try to understand and uh, analyze it. Okay, yeah. Now let's get to programmable array logic, that is PAL. Here, what do you mean by PAL? You see here, in PAL, OR plane array is fixed and AND plane is, or it can be programmed. Okay, here OR plane array is always fixed, only the AND plane is programmed. A PAL is less flexible than PLA, it is less flexible. Number of product terms are available per function, that is OR outputs is limited. Okay, the product terms are limited in case of programmable array logic. Okay, so here this is one example for programmable array logic. They have given two functions x and y. X is equal to AB plus AC dash, y is equal to AB dash plus BC. Okay, so you see how it is given. Okay, first the same thing A B C, you draw the the variable and its complement like this, 6 lines altogether, and you should be connecting through four AND gates here first. Why? Because we are having four terms, right? So that's why connect through four AND gates and do the necessary connections for the each AND gate. For the first AND gate is AB, right? So take AB and connect it here. Next we are having AC dash. Next is AB dash and next is BC dash. Okay, like this you give the connection. After that stretch this here and then put the vertical connections to intersect the terms here, and then you put the two OR gates X and Y. Okay, so this is the AND array and OR array. Here AND plane can be programmed, but here OR plane is fixed. So that's why you see here this is the fixed OR plane. So whatever the AND term you would be getting, right, that it would be taking it. Okay, so that's why there is no highlighted or there is no cross marks mentioned here. Okay, so this is the difference between programmable array logic and logic array. Hope this is clear. So please go through it. Now, fundamental types of PLDs. This I've already told you, but this is the block diagram which would be making you much more clear. There are three fundamental types of PLDs which differ in the placement of programmable connections in the and OR arrays. Okay. So the figure shows the locations of the programmable connection for these three types. First is programmable read-only memory PROM. Inputs are given fixed AND array, that is the decoder, programmable OR array. Okay, outputs. Then for a PAL, programmable AND array and fixed OR array. Then for PLA, programmable AND array as well as programmable OR array. Okay, like this the block diagrams are represented for these three types of PLDs. Okay, so these are some of the explanations for that if you want to read it. Yeah, so that's all for this video, guys, related to programmable logic devices. I hope you understood these concepts very well because these are very important ones. So please refer it once again. Okay, so that's all for this module. I guess I've covered a lot, most of the topics from this module, which are very important ones. So please, your job is to refer all of the videos. I guess around 7 to 8 videos I've done it. So module 2 is done. Now from the next video onwards, you will be seeing from the concepts of module 3. Okay. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you.